bit of a lopsided matchup, but nothing is a given in this league.
Yeah, B.A., that's for sure. The margin for error very slim in this league, and really all we're talking about on a given night is a different guy heating up to make this game much more competitive.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. Dimon out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Claxton in at the 5.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Now here's SGA. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, throughout his career, Shea rarely takes the corner 3, but he is more than capable of making it.
Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
And Brooklyn with possession here, following the 3 by Oklahoma City. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Dimon. And that one is hammered home.
Beautiful play design. Anytime you get a dunk off an inbounds play, you know your strategy is on point.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, after winning the title, OKC secured their future. Significant extensions this summer for Chet Holmgren, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and both of their Jalen Williamses. The Thunder are building something for the long haul, guys.
An exciting young team. All right, Shams, thank you. Here's Dimon, following the 3 by Oklahoma City. From behind the arc. Dort grabs the miss. The Thunder have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Wallace misses. Here's Dimon, watched by Wallace. Here's Dort. Tries again. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And you don't typically see SGA on the offensive glass, but if the ball comes his way, he will cash in.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Nets trail by 3. Porter the pass to Claxton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Claxton's got 6.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And it's Holmgren missing. The Nets have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
From deep, SGA hits the three-pointer. Give him 8 points now.
Well, we continue to see SGA putting in that work on extending his range. He knows how important that is.
And Claxton throws it down.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. And the three-pointer goes.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and B.A., this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
1:56 left in the first quarter here. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Wiggins. Caruso, he's checked in for Dort. And Joe subbed in for Wallace. Brooklyn also changing it up. Williams comes in for Clowney. And it's Thomas in for Mann. Williams misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Thomas. Williams grabs the board.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
And it's Thomas on the drive.
At 6'4", 210, Thomas is a big guard coming down the lane.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Caruso with the bucket.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Thomas outside. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Caruso.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Nets trail by 5. To the paint. Here's Thomas. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Oh, the power from Thomas. A well-built two.
Caruso with the bucket.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Pass to Porter. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
That is the shot he should be looking for. He's just got to hope for better luck next time.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And Williams drops them both. 19 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Williams. Takes the 3. Drains the triple.
Yeah, it's always a good sign when Thomas is creating for his teammates.
Williams looking around. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Williams has got 5 now.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. We'll be right back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Oklahoma City.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. Cam Thomas out there with Traore. Then there's Sharp, then it's Williams, and it's Wolf in at the 4. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you, Brian.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. Williams misses. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. To the middle. An easy 2 on the layup. Clowney's got his second basket of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And here's Caruso outside. The rebound by Mann.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, maybe overly confident right there. And if I were him, I would not be making eye contact with my coach.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's checked in for Mitchell. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Michael Porter.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Here's Williams. Porter pulls it in.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Thunder leading by 3. Lets it go. And that one's long.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Here's Thomas for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
Yeah, the final score surprised a lot of people. I don't think many expected them to win.
Yeah, you can't take anything for granted. I think that was a harsh reminder of it. Hard-fought battle all the way.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Were you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
Caruso misses. The Nets with the lead. Here's Demon. Outside man. Pass to Porter. This one for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Caruso outside. Clowney pulls it in.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Here's Demon for 3. Clowney, good. Clowney's got 7 now in this quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
The Thunder shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Caruso with the bucket.
He's picking up right where he left off from beyond the arc this quarter.
To the inside. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams has checked in for Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Williams. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's Wallace in for Joe. So it's Oklahoma City now. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Last year, they battled to a stalemate, winning 1 game apiece.
And when you don't play that often, it can be hard to read an opponent. Sometimes that's the great equalizer.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Dimon, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. From 8 feet, and Brooklyn again with a bucket.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Wiggins for 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. SGA's got his 5th assist in this one. Down low, Clowney. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by SGA. And here's what the schedule for Brooklyn looks like. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Back to man. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Clowney sinks the tray. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
I love how he's taking charge out there. Here, offensively, riding the wave.
Wiggins from long range. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Here's Dimon. He's got 6. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They'll be playing host to New Orleans for their next one, and that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Nets up 10. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. Now thinking about this shot. It's all good. Give it up for the participants.
You know, right now for the Nets, they're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously a lot of work to do for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Thunder trail by 10. SGA and Wallace for the backcourt. Aaron Wiggins out there with Lou Dort. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Launches a 3. They get it again. Here's Clowney. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clowney's got 18 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And despite their historic regular season success, OKC still had their doubters around the league grant.
Yeah, BA, and it was verging on disrespect if you ask me. But youth and inexperience counted against them. Now, they knew their true test would come in the playoffs, and they passed it with flying colors, taking home the championship.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Claxton. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And let's take a look now at how the shots have been divided up between 3s and 2s for Oklahoma City.
And the 3 ball has been a huge part of their game plan. A great way to spread out a defense.
The Thunder have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
He is just so good around the hoop. Good luck stopping SGA.
Here's Dimon. Give him 8. Pass to Clowney from outside the arc. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got 8 assists in the game. Nets leading by 16. Outside Porter. Man with it. Watched by Wallace. Here's Clowney. And the Nets, another three!
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from deep. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Brooklyn making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for Oklahoma City. Number 34.
Thomas with the ball. Watched by Wallace. Here's Demon. Great D that time from Holmgren. Thunder trail by 19. Williams finds SGA. Hits the trifecta. SGA's got 15. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, do you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable around him?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. Here's what Oklahoma City's going with right now. Caruso comes in for Wiggins, and Joe subbed in for Wallace. Pure from three-point range.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
The Thunder have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. And the basket by Joe.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates, a very heady passer for a big man.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul. Well, Tim, with the new CBA, we're likely to see a lot more multi-team trades just to make the money work.
Yeah, BA, it's more complicated than ever to trade guys straight up. So now teams have to find ways to make moves that involve bringing in an extra team to absorb salaries.
Those puzzle pieces just got a lot more complicated.
So hard to figure it out.
And here's Caruso outside. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Dimon. 12 points for him. Here's Thomas for 3. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Man misses. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on an 18-7 run. SGA with the big finish on the fast break.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Dimon, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game.
And now that's 1 3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those 3-point opportunities.
And here's Caruso outside. And another three for Oklahoma City.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
And he's keeping the game within striking distance. I don't know where they'd be without his shooting.
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Brooklyn out in front. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. Williams is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Cam Thomas. Then there's Traore. And it's Wolf in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Wolf. All sorts of time. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. And the Nets lead by 6.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass. Really getting after it and being physical.
Now into the line for Oklahoma City. Number 23, Brooks.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Isaiah Joe is going to pick up the foul here. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Oklahoma City making a switch here.
Number 3, Chris Youngblood.
Here's Traore. Back to Porter. The three is up. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
And that's 4 from deep on the night, with 3 of them coming in this half.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. And a change for the Nets. Claxton's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Traore can't hit. Thunder trail by 6. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Holmgren. He's guarded by Porter. It's good. 13 points for Chet Holmgren.
Here in the second half, their offense has been strong. Great ball movement, really working well for clean looks. And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
All of that work that Gilgeous-Alexander has put into his shot is paying off. We've really seen Shai take that lead.
And Claxton throws it down.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Williams from long range drills it from deep.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. A different look for Oklahoma City. Dort, he's checked in for Williams, and it's Wallace in for Joe. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Count it. And the Nets lead by 5.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The three from Holmgren. Oh, the Thunder, another three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Nets have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Porter. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
It's good from beyond the arc.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Well, you would think by now they would have learned their lesson defensively. You have to stay connected to him.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Nifty move! Rejected by Holmgren.
You can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander drills a three.
Well, controlling your heart rate in big moments like this is something that coaches talk about, and this guy can do it.
Takes a step back. Knocked away. Takes the shot. Holmgren. Wow, the length of Chet.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. Needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Nicholas Claxton. First personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw good from Holmgren.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Here's Porter. Dort with a double team. Oh, he leaves no question.
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry. That couldn't have gone any better. The and-one play makes it a one-possession game.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 3-point lead. Here's Dort. He launches, and he nails it.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them. Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Jacks up a three. The triple drops.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Wiggins fires. Knocks down the trifecta.
And that three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Porter! Cleared away by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
And the Nets with possession here, trailing by 8. Now Porter lets loose for 3. Buries it from outside.
Wow. Look at Porter Jr. with the ice water veins, stepping up for his team in a clutch situation.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Second team foul. At the line.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. So it's the Thunder now. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
No good from 3. SGA. Oh, he can't connect from long distance. And so the Thunder take the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And now, time for our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.